talking about a large-scale terror attack 19 months before 9/11. In his 2000 book, The America We Deserve, Trump wrote, "I really am convinced we're in danger of the sort of terrorist attacks that will make the bombing of the 1993 Trade Center look like little kids playing with firecrackers." Trump also mentioned the mastermind of the attack, writing, quote, "One day, we're told that a shadowy figure with no fixed address named Osama bin Laden is public enemy number one, and U.S. jet fighters lay waste to his camp in Afghanistan. He escapes back under some rock, and a few news cycles later, it's on to a new enemy and a new crisis."
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. Is this really Trump before 9/11? Have you read this?
It's 2000 in his book.
Are we making that? Did you make this up, Mika?
Nick.
I did.
Did you make this up?
Yeah,
Nick,
exactly.
tell us it's over, right? Because
Will
you're
you
wrong about
stop?
everything.
Mika, stop. God.
I think it's over.
What's that? What's the rage here? Will you stop?
No,
picking
it's
on
cute.
him?
I think it's cute.
Well, no, really quickly though. I mean, so Willie, that was
2000.
It was in a book he wrote in the year 2000.
Well, it was published in 2000. He could have written in 1999 for me.
Exactly. He might have
But he-
been more precious.
So he basically predicted the attacks from Osama bin Laden.
Hi, my name is Dave Hooper. I want to tell you a story that began with an innocent question. Back when I was just a regular guy, I'd been a career entrepreneur with some successes and failures. In other words, by this point in my life, I'd been humbled. But we were okay financially, my wife had another son on the way, and life was pretty good. That was February of 2011, which was the last normal month I'd ever have. That's when I first took a closer look at 9/11 and found something astonishing. Something that would change my life. This is the story of how one simple accidental question came to be, and how it led to another, and then another, becoming a research obsession that crashed my belief system and drove my marriage, relationships, and sanity to the brink of disaster, and how out from that brink came my awakening. You can't write or talk about it, you just have to see it to believe it, and that's why this film was born. So let's start at the beginning, when my eyes first opened. Looking into 9/11 by itself didn't bring on this spiritual awakening, but it was the first domino to fall. You're about to get a peek down the rabbit hole, but just a peek, just enough to see that there is one. So get ready, because you're going to see some things that will test your beliefs and your notion of reality. So why don't we ease into it? Because you know what it's like when you first open your eyes after a deep sleep. That first light can be intense. My awakening began with a simple question. It occurred as I watched a familiar clip of President Bush on the morning of 9/11. I didn't realize it then, but this question was about to change my life. Bush is sitting at Booker Elementary School in Sarasota, Florida at 9:05 a.m. when White House Chief of Staff Andrew Card whispers into the president's ear.
A second plane has hit the second tower. America is under attack.
That first question was, why didn't the Secret Service get him out of there immediately? They didn't know how many planes were hijacked yet or what their targets were.
There were actually 8 planes that were hijacked.
We had 11 reports of hijacked aircraft.
There were thousands of planes still flying. As many as a dozen planes were reported hijacked at one point. And it was no secret the president was there. The school visit had been made public on September 7th, 4 days prior to 9/11. How could anyone be so sure hijackers weren't already on the way? Yet there he lingered, even after 2 more flights were confirmed hijacked, Flight 77 and Flight 93, the Pentagon and Shanksville planes respectively. Somewhere I saw a story claiming the president's camp didn't want to scare the kids at the school, and that's why he stayed, which I found hard to believe. Well-trained professionals are going to risk the balance of power in the world to spare the feelings of a few kids who routinely practice fire drills anyway? Well, I guess the answer was yes, because Bush stayed until 9:34 a.m., a full 29 minutes after it was known we were under attack. Think about that. That would have been 29 grueling minutes for everyone, especially those assigned to protect the president. Wondering if some hijackers gotten ambitious, maybe changed their plans in the last few days after the school visit was made public. I guess someone high up in the president's camp must have known or thought they were safe. I mean, what else could it be? But how could anyone have known that? It had me thinking, but it wasn't a huge deal. I was more intrigued by the type of people I came across who also had similar questions about 9/11. These weren't conspiracy theorists as I pictured them. These were people in government, aviation, civil defense, architecture, science, engineering, and the military. I decided to look further. I still had no idea the impact this would have on my life. I started by refamiliarizing myself with the incident, or I should say set of incidents. Of course, we all remember the second tower being hit, but I didn't put much thought into the other part.